Welcome to the Activity Time Podcast, hosted by the SLE Marketing Team.
Happy holidays, Dons. Welcome back to another episode of Activity Time and this last one of this semester. I'm Macy and I'm calling in from Houston, Texas.
I'm Emilio and I'm calling in from Los Angeles.
I'm Kenya and I'm calling in from San Francisco.
And I'm George and I'm calling from Fremont, California.
So today we have a very special episode, with it being our last Activity Time episode of the semester. And we would like to introduce and thank Ramon for joining us today. He will be our host for the episode and will also be part of the fun that we have planned out.
Exactly. Today, all of us will be participating in a trivia game, and we'll be building a gingerbread house while playing the game to make it a bit more challenging.
We hope that you all get to see more of us in this episode and our personalities. Like George mentioned, we're having a trivia day today. It's just like an in-person game, but we'll be playing over Zoom.
So Ramon, do you want to introduce yourself today and tell us what we are doing?
Of course, thank you for having me. So my name is Ramon. I am one of the graduate advisors at USF. So I work closely with the marketing team and we'll be playing trivia. I created some questions, so it'll be based around a holiday. It is a holiday themed trivia. And it'll be advisor versus marketing team. So that should be fun. I'll be asking some questions. And if the marketing team gets the answer correctly, the point will go to them. If they answer the question incorrectly, the point will go to me. There'll be 2 minutes per question, and we'll be playing to whoever gets to 5 points first. Please have your cameras on so we can chat and have some fun. And when you're ready, I can start with the first question. Just let me know.
So before we get started, thanks for that introduction. As you can see, I have a gingerbread house here, but I'm definitely curious to know what my coworkers, what are you all doing today?
I'm building a gingerbread house. I have many loose pieces right here, so I'm really excited to start digging into it. I'm getting very tempted by the icing.
I'm also building a gingerbread house, and I'll just be decorating here and putting some icing on it.
I love it. It's like we're channeling our inner childhood here. Also, too, I don't know if you all were having the same issue, but like I cannot find a gingerbread house anywhere. I think just because everyone's at home. They're trying to think of activities like to do.
Same.
Yeah, like gingerbread houses. When I went to find gingerbread houses, I think like all the stocking decorations are pretty like there's a lot of them there. But, like all the gingerbread houses are like pretty much sold out. And like for mine, I was lucky to get the last one, and it was like probably like the only one in the store left. So it's just interesting to see like everyone just like trying to get the gingerbread house.
Yeah, I could not find any in any stores near me. So I'm making some reindeer snowball men.
That is
Sorry, y'all. I cut out. My internet was unstable. Kenya, what did you say you're making again?
You're good. No, I couldn't find any in any of my stores near me, like a gingerbread house. So I'm making like some reindeer snowball and like
Oh my God.
chocolate, popcorn, and pretzels.
I love that. You'll have to send us all the recipe once that's over, and you should post it on our Instagram. Yeah. So I'm thinking, Ramon, are we ready to get started?
Yeah, we're ready. So first question, I will say it out loud, but I'll also put it in the chat just so y'all can reference the question. Just give me a second here.
Okay.
And let me know when you get the question.
Got it.
Got it. Can you read it off to us and then also give us like a time check too before the 2 minutes is up?
Yeah, so I'll read it off and then I will start the timer whenever you're ready to start talking about it. And then within that time limit, you have to give me an answer. Sound good?
Let's do it.
Alrighty. So first question is, when are consumers more likely to begin holiday shopping in the United States?
Oh gosh, I feel like I see Christmas stuff out like in July or like after Halloween. What do you all think?
Oh my God, yes, right after Halloween. Like there's no Thanksgiving. It's just
Yeah,
straight.
skip Thanksgiving, honestly. I think like definitely after Halloween.
hmm
Kenya, what do you think? Do you think that's the
Around November 1st is when I was looking at different holiday ideas for decorating our door for Halloween. it was hard because Christmas is already here. They don't really care about Thanksgiving. It doesn't count anymore.
So should we all go with November 1st? Should we all go with that?
Ooh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Ramon, is that the correct answer?
So what was the answer?
We're all going with November 1st.
November 1st, September, October, November. I'll give it to you. So it's around the end of October. So
Okay.
beginning of November, end of October. So I'll give you the point.
Ooh,
And
okay.
that was answered between the time frame. So good job.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I'm not at a good start with my gingerbread house here.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's just
good
kinda
job, team. Okay, so we're winning then. Woohoo. Should we get started with the next question?
Yes, 100%.
All right, whenever you're ready, Ramon.
Cool. So y'all are at 1 point. I'm at 0. Hopefully I can get some points because I want to win. So I'll make it tougher. I will. Okay, this one's a little more tough. You ready?
Let's do it.
Alrighty. Let me know when you get the question in the group chat, and then I can read it off.
All right, got it.
All right, ready?
Mhm.
Next question is: many Jewish people around the world celebrate Hanukkah at this time of year. Oftentimes, they will light a candle on the menorah for each night of the 8-day-long festival. However, there are 9 candles on a menorah. What is the 9th candle for?
My gosh, I should know coming from Jewish heritage, but I'm Catholic. Does anyone know?
No idea.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, what are the other candles? Like, what is their significance?
Is it 9 days till Christmas?
I need to call up my cousin. If I'm not mistaken, okay. Is it something to do with like the Sabbath day?
Oh, it does?
You all need a hint?
Yes, please.
Okay, so there's 8 days in the festival.
Uh-huh.
There's 8 candles. You have to somehow bring light to those candles. So what could that candle possibly be used for?
Is it the one to light up all the candles?
George got it.
Oh, that was the question. Oh my gosh, I overthought that so much.
Yeah, so the 9th candle is
I-
to light the other candles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
2 points.
So that brings the marketing team to 2 points because that was a big hint. I feel like I gave y'all a really big hint. So y'all are at 2 points. I'm at 0.
Oh yeah. All right, team. All right, we gotta beat Ramon. Come on here.
okay.
Can y'all show me your gingerbread houses so that I can kind of critique? And then, Kenya, can you show me what you're creating? Oh, Macy, it's blending with the background. I see Emilio's. It looks
horrible. It looks like
it looks good.
a 3-year-old can do better than this.
Just decorating the roof. Kind of.
Oh, I like that, the roof.
But like, I don't know, the icing is hard to use.
Oh, and then Macy's making the front of the house. That's cool.
We're trying.
And then Kenya, you were mushing up Oreos, right?
Yeah, I have to mush some more, but like one ball is almost one ball's almost ready, right here, and this I need to add more Oreos for, but chocolate's still kind of hot.
All right, Ramon. Let's get the next question, even though we'll probably beat you, but I'm just kidding. I take this very seriously.
Very competitive.
Totally.
Okay, ready for the next question?
Let's do it.
Alrighty. Let me know when it's in the chat.
It's in the chat.
Got it.
Alrighty. So, what Christmas beverage is known as milk punch?
Okay, that sounds like an alcoholic drink. Does anyone else think that?
I don't know. Does that have to do with eggnog?
That's what I was thinking too.
Brandy. Is it
Yeah, right?
Ooh, ooh.
because like punch, like, you know, like you're hungover the next day and like you feel like, oh my gosh, like my day's ruined. I got, you know, or punched, I mean. Should we go with that? Kenya, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's an alcoholic drink. I just like I know, but I don't know what it's called. But I know it exists.
So I tried eggnog and brandy for the first time a couple of days ago. I just turned 21, so yeah, I'm still, I guess, a little bit of a lightweight. And I did feel punched the next morning. So should we all go with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ramon, are we correct?
The answer is eggnog, so you're correct. And I think the eggnog is, you can add alcohol to it and you can drink it without alcohol. So I don't know where the name comes from, but it makes sense, Emilio.
Well, for Christmas, I'm gonna create that drink and I'm gonna call it milk punch.
I like that. Milk punch.
Yeah, so now the count is 3 points for marketing and
Ooh.
0 points for me. I just, yeah, I need to make them harder, I guess.
You do.
I was nervous. I thought, yeah. I'm very nervous.
Alrighty, let me know when you want the next question. I'll look for one that's a little more difficult so that I can try to earn some points back.
You're not cheating, are you?
I'm not cheating.
All right, I'm ready whenever you are, team.
Same.
Me too.
Yeah, same.
Let's see. This decorating is really fun. So relaxing. It's like coloring.
Right? It's therapeutic. After finals, oh, it just feels so good to be done.
Okay, I think I found a question that might be a little more difficult. But if you know your Christmas stuff, then I might be in trouble. You ready?
Yes.
Alrighty. Can you all see the question?
Yes. Read it off to us.
Children leave milk and cookies for Santa, but what are the 2 food items that children leave for Santa's reindeers?
Oh, I think carrots are one of them, right? Does anyone else know that?
Oh, I don't know.
I never did this when I was little. I don't know.
Same.
Curious.
Well, if we have any, remember, because if we have any like people that are children here listening to us, let's see, let's give them some advice and not, you know, frighten them in any way. But because Santa still comes and visits me occasionally, but I used to leave carrots out for his reindeer, but I don't know what else is out there. I was just told they liked carrots,
Water?
just for their eyes to see. Like, oh yeah, that was probably a good one.
Mhm.
For them to stay hydrated, and then like carrots help their vision, right? Isn't that like the health benefits of them?
Yeah.
Should we go with that then?
Yeah.
All right, Ramon, we're doing carrots and water.
Alrighty, so you're right on the clock, but the answer is incorrect. You get partial points. Oh, well, I'm just gonna give myself the full point because
Fair
the
enough.
answer is not correct. The answer was actually carrots and oats. So reindeers love carrots and oats.
Oats. Interesting. Okay, so what are we at? 3-1?
We're at 3-1. I finally got a point
Okay. For now.
for now.
No, just kidding.
Okay. I added a cute door to my little.
Oh my gosh, Mason, yours is looking so good. I'm not at a good start. I need to take like a class or something on this.
Wait, what? Did yours pop open?
Yeah, mine's like this was pre-made, but I just couldn't get the stuff to work. So if anyone knows, anyone that's listening to this podcast, let us know if you have any tips or tricks on how to build a really good gingerbread house.
100%. I think we're ready for the next question.
Yeah.
I'm ready to win.
Okay, you ready? Hopefully this one's a little more challenging so that I can earn some points back. Let me just copy it and let me know when it's in there. You ready?
Mhm.
Cool. In 2015, how many jelly donuts were consumed in Israel throughout Hanukkah? And there's a little hint there. It's in the millions, so think big.
Many
Holy.
were- Okay. Well, what's the population of the world again? Do we start there? And
Like
then
800 billion.
estimate how many people live in Israel?
Um,
Every time I think of jelly donuts, I think of Ariana Grande when she licked that one in the donut
oh
shop. No offense, I
my
love you,
God,
Ariana
she's
Grande,
wild.
because if you're listening to
That
this,
one.
I saw you in concert a year ago from around this time, and it was amazing.
I don't know. Do you want to take a hint?
Ooh, it's in the millions. I think that was the hint.
Oh,
I can give you another hint if you
Okay.
need it. It's in between 10 million and 20 million. So that should narrow it down just a little more.
How much time do we have left?
We have about almost a full minute.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm. I'm thinking 10, maybe somewhere in between, like 15.
You all pick. I'm horrible at math, so I support whatever you all decide, as long as it's in between 10 and 20.
A few more seconds. What's the answer?
What are we going with? What did you say, Macy?
I said 15.
Let's go with that.
So
15? That is incorrect. It's actually 18 million.
Damn.
So that's another point for me.
I like their donuts.
Darn. All right, come on, team. Let's make a comeback here.
It comes down to Ramon 2 and then marketing team 3.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm stressing on this gingerbread house. I think I'm just going to open my frosting and just use my hands.
Use a knife or something.
What?
Use a knife or something.
Oh, yeah, I should probably get that too.
That's fine.
Okay, Ramon. Let's bring it on.
Cool. All right, the question is out. So this one should be pretty easy. If you watch TV like commercials, what beverage company has been using Santa Claus in their holiday advertising campaign since 1931?
Coca-Cola.
Very cool.
Should we all go? Are we all going with that?
Yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah.
All
And
right.
that's correct. That's the answer, Coca-Cola.
Yes.
That's good. That was so fast.
Yeah, I feel like I see the Santa. I don't know if it's me or if I've actually seen it, but I think I've seen them on like the Coca-Cola cans and like the boxes and like on TV.
So the real tea is, who isn't on a Coca-Cola bottle?
Yeah. They also have like a polar bear, I think, at one point too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So cute.
Yeah, like I think it's like to like say like be mindful, like save the polar bears.
Oh wow. I did not know that.
So we're at 4 now, right? Game point.
Mhm.
Yeah, so marketing team has 3 and I have 2 points.
Okay. Cool beans, as Macy says.
True.
All right, ready whenever you are, Ramon.
Awesome. Let me just put the question in the chat. Alrighty, here we go. According to the folklore of Austria and other countries, what honored figure punishes naughty children at Christmas time? And
Oh,
there was a movie
Oh,
that was made.
Isn't that
Krampus.
Claus?
is it Belschnickel from The Office that Dwight Schrute plays?
Krampus? Is that the movie?
Does anyone ever?
Like, is his name the name from the movie? Like the title of the movie? Yeah, it's Krampus. That I'm pretty sure.
I think it's
Yes, I think that it's that scary movie.
Yeah,
It's
and
either
that's
Krampus or Belschnickel.
it's Krampus. Like that's. I remember watching the movie when it came out, and not to scare the children, but it was kind of frightening. But it's a good movie. It's a good folklore.
ooh, that's a good one. That was a good question.
Are we all going with that one? Or is that going to be our answer?
That's correct. That's the answer.
Oh, that was correct. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yes. Yeah, Kenya got it.
Ooh,
I like this. Good job, team.
good job.
Thanks. So we won?
Yeah, you won. I thought that question was gonna be like a point to me because I thought it was a hard question, but Kenya knew the answer to that question and they brought you out to 5 points. So
Good one. I'm thankful for you all because I would have said Belschnickel and I would have sounded like an idiot.
ooh, I love that.
Okay. So team, are we all going to present what we have done in the past like 10 minutes now?
Yeah. I'll try.
All right. Yeah, you go first.
So I made the front of the house. And then I
Ooh.
think this is a window. Let's see if I can.
Love that.
Yeah.
It actually reminds me of the gingerbread's house from Shrek.
Oh, Alex.
Oh, that's a throwback. We should watch that over break.
Oh, I would love that.
I guess I'll go next because mine is, but it's don't laugh. No, it's okay. Even though I'm laughing right now. I just literally came to the point and I was just like, I gave up and I thought I'd just put the house like frosting and pretend that's snow and put some Christmas lights right here and call it a day. But I feel like I should finish this off with my nieces. Fun activity, you know, spend time with the family.
Oh, they would love that.
Faster.
Yeah.
This is
George, how's this year's looking? Dang, you were able to do that all in 10 minutes?
Yeah.
That looks so good.
Wow.
Kind
Oh my
of
gosh.
hard with the icing.
Damn. Okay, Kenya, the save the best for last, as they say. How are these sweets looking?
They're okay. So like this needs to be cooled a little bit. But I have the mini eyes, which are little like popcorns.
Oh my gosh.
The reindeer ears I just broke for the little pretzels.
Are those
Wait, you froze a little bit.
oh were those pretzels?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Love that. Well, team, and USF, this has been a wrap, I guess you could say, right? Our last podcast, as we were talking about, of the semester.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a great wrap.
Yeah.
This was really fun. I loved it.
Mm-hmm. So the reason why we wanted to do this today with you all is just kind of like view it as a test, and also to like, if you're curious to figure out like different virtual activities out there. I think what inspired us was watching like Hot Wings or like James Corden's what is it called? The like Spill Your Guts, right? And he like brings on different celebrities. And so we were like, oh, that would be like fun to do. And we definitely would love to like do something like this again with you all next semester. So if you have any ideas or ways that we can participate with you, we could even do prizes too. Hit us up in our email or our socials at USFSLE, or same thing at gmail.com. And love to hear your input. And thank you again for tuning in this semester. Team, do you want to take it away with a closing inspirational quote or anything I did miss?
Yeah, I can close it off. But first I want to thank Cab because I know in the beginning I said that I wrote the questions, but it was actually Cab who came up with the questions. So thank you, Cab, for the questions and letting us use them. And then we just have a quick quote, an inspirational quote to kind of close things off. The holiday season is a perfect time to reflect on our blessings and seek out ways to make life better for those around us.
That's so beautiful. I love it. Thank you so much for those inspirational words.
Mm-hmm. And thank you all again. And we're all hoping that you stay safe for this holiday break and that you guys come back healthy and ready for the next semester.
Remember to stay tuned on our Instagram for any fun quarantine Christmas things to do while staying at home.
Awesome sauce. Well, thank you all again. And this has been Activity Time. Woo!